Hi, and welcome to the module. The aim of this module is to do one or two things: to either develop your programming skills from scratch or build upon what you currently have. Now, some of you may be coming to us having studied Python, Java, Visual Basic. Some of you may be coming to us having studied physics and maths and not actually done any real programming, or they've done a minimal amount. The module is not designed for one or the other. It's designed to cover both. And so might be very, very useful as an introductory remark just to say, what actually is a program? What is programming all about? Well, part of it is actually a process of just writing some code, right? Typing some code in, pressing a button, it does something, for example. But part of it is actually understanding that a program is a way of automating a set of instructions. You write a program, you press a button, it carries out those instructions automatically, according to the rules that you've put in. You can write instructions. For example, the most classic instructions are things like recipes. A recipe is an instruction. You can turn that into a program if you were to program a robot, because there's an element of automation in it. What we are specifically interested in is not building new recipes, but actually building computer programs, automated mechanisms which do certain things. You pass some input into it, it does a calculation and outputs it. So this program might ask you for the Fahrenheit, you press a button, you enter the Fahrenheit, and it automatically, through the program itself, generates the answer and presents that back to you. It might do other things. Python, the language that you will do in the first semester, is very popular with machine learning and robotics. So don't just feel that what you're learning is an introductory language that you later on would need to abandon. Not at all. In the second semester, you will learn a different language. You will learn Java. And Java sometimes can feel like it's overly complicated to do simple things. But the two languages, Python in the first semester and Java in the second, have the power to give you two levels of understanding and two levels or approaches to programming. With Python, you will discover, I hope, relatively quickly, writing a simple instruction, pressing a button and running that instruction, you can carry out quite interesting tasks relatively quickly. With Java, you have to build a lot more machinery, if you like, under the hood. Now, from the point of view of those who might be coming to us and lacking confidence, think of programming as something like learning a skill, like painting, playing tennis, gardening, making a meal, learning the guitar. It is a skill that is developed through practice. The more you do of it, generally the better you get. The approach to it should always be, and here's a recommendation at the end of this introductory video, is you try something, if you don't understand it, go back to a simpler version of what it is trying to do that, then come back to the more complex. In programming, it benefits enormously by your willingness to stop when you get stuck with something, step back, find an earlier and easier example, build a variation and get more complex variations out of it before you move forward. Don't assume that with programming, it must be like maths and it's always got to go in a straight line forward, and if you're holding yourself back, you're not very good at the subject. Programming benefits from this looping, going back, willingness to go back, repeat stuff, try it out, move forward when you're confident. Thank you very, very much.